So today we're going to be learning how to make an unoccupied bed. So first things first, we would wash our hands and glove up, and when we would walk into the room, we'd assess the situation, if there was any spills or mess that we needed to clean up before attending to the bed. First thing we would do is we would raise the bed to our working height. We would also lower the arms on the bed, so that way we could work better. And then the first thing we would do is we would take up the fitted sheet and from all the corners of the bed. And we work one side at a time, so that way we don't have to reach across. This, and then we would take the pillowcase, not the pillowcase, take the blanket, and we would fold it up. And we would set it aside, so that way if we needed to reuse it, since it was clean, we'd be able to reuse it. Next, what we would do is we would take the pillow out of the pillowcase and place the pillowcase in the middle of the linens, and then we could set the pillow on the overbed table. Now what we would do is we would roll up all the dirty linens. So one side at a time, just roll them up towards the middle, same for the other side. Just like this. And we take our dirty linens and put it in our linen hamper. And now, since we've removed the dirty sheets, if there was any stains on the bed, we could use the disinfectant and clean up any stains that were on there. Then what we would do is deglove and then wash our hands, so that way when we started fooling with the clean linens, we wouldn't be contaminating them. So we would deglove and then go wash our hands. And now we'd be able to start with the clean linens. So the first one we would use is the fitted sheet, and we would have that on top because we want whatever we're going to use first on the top of our stack. So we have our fitted sheet, we have our pad, the flat sheet, and then the blanket is over there in the chair, and also the pillowcase. So we take our fitted sheet, and we work one side at a time. Find the corner, just like this. And fit the pocket over the corner. This. We'll kind of make sure that all of our linens kind of sit in the middle. Next we would do our pad, and we kind of stretch it across the bed like this and roll this one up in the middle, so we have a bed roll. This. And then we come to the other side, pull the fit sheet across. We want to make sure that there are no wrinkles. slide across like this. Next we would go to the flat sheet. And same thing. We want to go all the way to the top of the bed and have the excess hang off the bottom. This. And if we were in acute care, we wouldn't use the blanket unless it was requested by the patient. But if we were in long-term care, more than likely they would have the blanket on top. So we're gonna use this just as an example. Do the same process with the blanket. Make sure while you're putting the sheets on that you keep your body away from the bed so that way you don't soil the clean linens. And again, make sure the sheet goes all the way to the top and let the excess hang off the bottom. Now what we would do is we would make our mitered corner. And so what we would do is we take the sheet and pull it up to where we'd get a 45-degree angle. And first, before we did that, we would tuck the sheets in the front underneath, pick the mattress up and tuck them underneath. Do that for both sides since we're already down here. Now we would make our mitered corner. We do that by pulling the sheet up to a 45, pulling it tight, and then taking the excess that's down here and tucking it underneath like this. And then letting this fall where you get a nice clean corner. You do the same thing on the other side. Pull this up like this. Raise the mattress up. And tuck this underneath. Now, last but not least is the pillowcase. And instead of holding the pillowcase against our body like we do at home, what we do is stick our arm down the pillowcase in the middle and then turn it inside out with our hand in the middle of the pillowcase. And we grab the pillow in the middle and pull the pillowcase over the top of it. Like this. Put the pillow on the top of the bed. And we'd also make a cuff with the sheets as well. Make it look nice. And then you would wash your hands again, and we would take care of the dirty linens, and that's how you successfully make an unoccupied bed.